The ever-growing number of Toyota models keeps the Japanese automaker busy as ever, and it must also carefully satisfy a wide variety of customer preferences. Plus, everyone can find something they like. It doesn't matter if we are in the mood for a little car, a crossover SUV, or a sleek pickup. Okay, but what about the tiny ones? Here at Tech Addicts, we pay important attention to the tiny ones, or the SUVs, and everything else. So let's talk about the all-new Toyota CHR 2024, as they are also worth the drive. If you remember Toyota's failed youth-focused Scion brand, you may recall that the current Toyota CHR compact SUV was intended to be a Scion, but arrived after the brand was discontinued. Reasonably priced and safe, the vehicle's unique appearance came at the expense of interior size and power, making it an ideal choice for a young driver or a student on a budget. It's not hard to picture it as a taller take on the classic hatchback. A new plug-in hybrid concept car for Europe suggests the CHR has been around long enough to warrant an update. The design of the recently unveiled Toyota CHR Prologue concept was overseen by Toyota's European Design Development Headquarters, and while it is currently only a concept car, Toyota has stated that it is a vision of a car that will soon be turning heads on roads throughout Europe. The new Prologue was designed to honor the heritage of the previous model while taking a riskier, albeit more refined approach. The new model boasts larger wheels, reduced overhangs, and clean, assertive body lines. The design is designed to be both precise and organic, reflecting the full spectrum of contrast between fluidity and sharpness. The Toyota Crown sedan and Prius hatchback have the same hammerhead front-end design of interlocking shapes and lights, with smaller grille apertures and leaner headlamp modules. The body language is designed to appear diamond cut, and it now sports a tricolor livery that includes the addition of a sulfur yellow flash over silver and carbon black. The huge sail panel in contrasting colors just behind the back doors is reminiscent of the new generation Kia Niro, but it still looks rather sweet. According to the announcement, the European-made batteries will power the hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions of the CHR Prologue that will be sold abroad. The current generation of CHR sold in the United States is imported from Turkey. It is expected that the Prius Prime's powertrain, which can produce up to 220 horsepower, will be used in the newly announced European plug-in, while the 1.8-liter hybrids used in the current generation's non-plug-in European models will be carried over. More than 49,600 CHRs were sold in the United States in 2018, falling to 48,930 in 2019, 42,936 in 2020, and then 35,707 after that. This is according to data compiled by CarSalesBase.com. Even still, Toyota told Motor Trend in a statement that CHR will be phased out of the American market after the 2022 model year. When the 2022 model year rolls around, Toyota will no longer offer the CHR for sale in the United States and Canada. We are dedicated to the small SUV market and are constantly reassessing our product offerings. To meet the demand for compact SUVs, Toyota has introduced not one but two new models, the Corolla Cross and the Corolla Cross Hybrid. Any hybrid improvement would be welcome in the United States, where the CHR is powered by a non-hybrid 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine producing just 144 horsepower. The Corolla Cross Hybrid will have to serve as a substitute for time being. There should be a toast to the Toyota CHR. After 2022, the United States will no longer be able to purchase Toyota's smallest crossover. A Toyota spokesperson told Motor Trend that the upcoming second-generation CHR will be available worldwide outside of the United States. CHR Prologue, a concept unveiled by Toyota on December 5th, was designed to provide a glimpse at the next generation of the compact crossover. The unique style of the CHR was maintained, albeit modernized. The front fascia bears a passing resemblance to the one found on the brand new Prius. Also included was a plug-in hybrid drivetrain, courtesy of Toyota. Some people probably expected us to acquire the new model because the CHR has been offered in the United States for almost 6 years. Toyota announced the CHR's exit from the North American market after 2022. Toyota has decided to end the sales in the US and Canada after the 2022 model year, and the lineup of small SUVs now includes not only the best-selling RAV4, but also the newly introduced Corolla Cross and Corolla Cross Hybrid, both of which are excellent products that offer a fantastic balance of usefulness and efficiency. After Scion was discontinued, Toyota took the vehicle into its lineup, and just as it did with the IM and the FRS, it was difficult to suggest the CHR because of its small size, which resulted in a cramped cabin and its weak engine. The 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine only produced 144 horsepower and was connected to the front wheels with a continuously variable transmission. As the Corolla Cross is now Toyota's smallest crossover, prospective buyers interested in a vehicle of this size will have to look elsewhere. The Nissan Kicks, Hyundai Venue, and Honda HR-V are just some of the alternatives. On Monday, December 5th, Toyota teased us with a nearly production-ready concept vehicle that hinted at the refreshed look of their CHR subcompact crossover. Another vehicle that looks like a potential future CHR is the electric BZ compact SUV concept that debuted at the Los Angeles Auto Show in November of 2022. The CHR Prologue revealed it as a hybrid vehicle rather than a BZ prototype. According to Toyota, their CHR Prologue concept visualizes a car that could be equipped with either a conventional hybrid drivetrain or a plug-in hybrid drivetrain. The manufacturers confirmed that the new CHR would be available with both powertrains, with European-sourced batteries powering the plug-in hybrid, at least in Europe. Toyota's European Design Lab in the south of France is responsible for both the current CHR and the concept CHR Prologue. The three-tone paint job and the wing-like nose part that is gripped by the headlamps stand out. The hammerhead profile is a trademark of Toyota. Though, how does the Toyota PHEV work? A plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, or PHEV, is very similar to a conventional self-charging hybrid vehicle, except that it includes a larger battery that can be charged by a standard electric car charger, in addition to the car's gasoline or diesel engine. Most plug-in hybrid electric vehicles have a larger battery, so you can travel farther on electricity alone than in a regular hybrid. Some PHEVs can travel over 50 miles on electricity alone, while others can only go 20 to 30 miles. The Toyota plug-in hybrid uses a combination of a gas engine and an electric motor to provide propulsion. The vehicle can be driven either solely on electric power or with a combination of an engine and an electric motor. Toyota hybrids, in contrast to conventional vehicles, can charge themselves. As you drive, the vehicle generates electricity by capturing the kinetic energy released when you apply the brakes. When the car is driving along, its kinetic energy is transformed into electricity and stored in a battery. Electrical energy is saved and then released to help the car out when it needs additional power. At extremely frequent intervals, the power control unit regulates this procedure. Talking about the biggest competitor, it is Honda's HR-V 2024 model, and the predictions say there won't be any modifications to the HR-V's exterior design from Honda in 2024. The model can have a more streamlined appearance than its predecessors, with thin headlamps, an oval grille, and angular body lines on the front bumper. The back of the car has a rounded rear liftgate, a modest spoiler, and triangle taillights that wrap around the sides of the vehicle. The underside of the HR-V is protected by a tough body coating. The Honda HR-V's interior won't likely change for the 2024 model year. The SUV has a minimalist dashboard, easy-to-use controls on the center stack, and a wide trim piece that covers all the air vents, much like Honda's recently updated cars. A 9-inch display screen, Bluetooth connectivity with compatible smartphones, a wireless charging pad, an 8-speaker sound system, and a satellite radio are all included. These options will be accessible to the year 2024. The latest generation of HR-V is powered by a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine developing 158 horsepower. A CVT is coupled to the engine for seamless shifting. The SUV now has a long list of safety features that are standard, including automated emergency braking, frontal collision warning, traffic sign recognition, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, a driver attention monitor, and automatic high beam assist. Parking sensors, lane departure warnings, and blind spot monitors are all options you can choose from. The CHR is currently only available as a full hybrid powered by the same 1.8 and 2.0-liter engines found in the Corolla. It's expected to debut plug-in hybrids with power ratings above 200 horsepower and around 60 to 70 kilometers of electric range, confirming the existence of complete hybrid versions. Moving forward, tell us in the comment box which model you prefer. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like our video and subscribe to our channel.